So Hot Takes, the hottest sports betting podcast on the planet.
No, I'm kidding. We're not doing this for every
Whoa.
episode. Hello, we're back.
NCAA.
And we're back. Hey, we talk college football, right? We didn't like cut that from the itinerary now after that week 1. We still do that.
After that awesome performance.
Welcome
Gamble
back,
responsibly.
guys. Welcome back. Not so hot takes. Week 2.
This is where you make all the money back. Increase the bet size and the frequency.
So since you lost 1 unit, you just have to bet 2 units this week. It'll be fine.
On 2 games, correct. So if you bet on 6 games with 1 unit, you are now betting on 12 games with 24 units.
It's never been more over. Welcome back, y'all. As you can tell, week 1 was a disaster. We got a lot of takeaways. One takeaway, we suck. We're going to get to the rest of them in a little bit, but we're back to talk some more college football. Eventful week 1. Kind of a weird week 1. Kind of weird vibes. Weird vibes all around. Very different than what we're used to. How we feeling, y'all, though?
Feeling good?
I feel excited. I'm glad that I got all this out. I think this is the bad juju getting out of the way now.
Juju on that beat? Yeah, no, I like that. I like that mindset. Look, I'm gonna.
You miss every shot that you don't take.
Okay, Deion Waiters.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Okay, Sam, plow through your picks.
All right, let's get plowing.
Just
Wardam. Thank you, sir. 38-24. I don't know if Baylor's ass or Auburn's good. We'll figure it out as the year goes on. Over 47.5. Texas and Ohio State. Shoot me now. 14-7. Worst game I've ever watched. Arch Manning is a fraud. He has to take Manning off the back of his jersey and leave the state of Texas forever. Moving on. Holy Mother of Moses. Minus 13.5, Alabama. The script was flipped. They trapped us. Yeah, a supposed threesome between the boys. Florida State 31-17. Is Florida State low-key goated? We don't know. It'll be exciting to watch them coming, but Alabama only dropped to, I think, 21, which is crazy, but keep moving. Under 49.5. Who knew Carson Beck was going to be good? Probably a guy who has him on his top 10 quarterback list. That's who. I bet against him, though, and lost. 27-24 is 51, and it's not a smaller number than 49.5. Chapel Hill, Chapel Bill, get him the hell out of there. Stop laughing. It was tied in the first quarter. 7-7.
I tried to tell you, bro.
He's too busy dating a 24-year-old, and he's
dating the same age as his backup quarterback.
Yes. He might as well date his backup quarterback because they need some help. 48-14, TCU lost to the Fighting Furries. Yeah, Chapel Bill. Oh my gosh, I can't even say his name anymore.
We can't say Chapel Bill anymore, bro. Just throw that nickname out. The nickname.
He's ruining the word chapel.
The church.
Yeah, he's ruining the church. Anyways, that was terrible to watch. LSU plus 3.5. Let's go, dude. Beat Clemson, Nussmeier better than Klubnik? Maybe. I don't know. It was it was kind of a good game, kind of not. That's what sucked about it. Only 27 points scored. But plus 3.5 will take the win. And then the sharpest pick of the week. Oh, wait, no, I got the other one. Ball State plus 18.5. Lost 31-0 against Purdue. Didn't see that coming at all. The little engine that couldn't and ran out of coal. Ball State, rest in peace. Never betting on you again. Sean asked me to bet on them before the pod started. It would have to take hell, high water, or the apocalypse for me to bet on them again. Or a gun to my head. It's not funny. Stop laughing.
He said, didn't see that coming at all.
But Ball State, Chapel Bill's got to go to Ball State, but
Chapel Bills has to play Ball State in order to win a game.
Only gave up 3 points in the fourth quarter, so maybe that's a telltale sign for this week. I don't know.
Winning.
Sharpest pick of the week, University of South Florida beats the living tar out of Boise State 34-7. That was the dog of the week as well at plus 185. Rounded out the week at what?
2-6.
2-6 there, buddy.
2-6 with the dog.
Even that it's up to
DOTW.
It's under protest considering Sam.
It is under protest.
He tells us he has the over, but we had the under because we think he said it in the
It's
last
on the
podcast.
ticket. When did I book it? Placed August 20.
Don't show the unit size. Don't show the unit size.
It's not. I just add 3 zeros. This is my fake account. This is just my burner account to place my bets. I go through bookies and I usually add a lot more. But it's on there. It's literally on there. War damn. Thank you.
Praise to Jackson Arnold and his legs.
Dude, he's goated. I like Jackson Arnold a lot. I actually really like him.
I run through mine while Sean's wheezing to give him some more comedy here. First to lead him off, I had Texas money line. Turns out Julian Sands had checked on Merchant and misses Jeremiah Smith downfield like 5 times. Arch Manning stock is low, but I am buying. I'm still buying the Arch Manning stock. He had that really nice pass and for a touchdown that was kind of sick, and he had like a couple bad throws.
He throws it like he has the yips.
OSU only had 1 sack. Their defense actually turns out to be pretty good. So there's that. Bama minus 13.5. The reign of Bama is finally fucking over.
Yeah.
5-5 in their last 10
The church doesn't
games.
listen to the
It's
college.
finally over.
College
Alabama fans get to feel what all of us has felt for the last 20 years, the fact that we could all lose a football game. They're going to find a way to say that he's having an affair with his receptionist, and he's going to be out of there. It's how Alabama rolls, and it's how the SEC rolls.
It's
Tradition.
over.
And Castellanos is actually fun as hell and runs angry and really fast. So let's see, what else did I have? Oh yeah, LSU Clemson parlay. 1 leg short of my 2-leg parlay. Still kind of on Klubnik. Their running game just could not get going, and LSU actually has a defense, so that's kind of fun. So yeah, Notre Dame minus 2.5. Turns out Carson Beck actually can run. And why the hell is Jeremiah Love only getting the ball 10 times? What are you doing? He also tried to hurdle every fucking player every time he touched the ball.
Bro, his I button is jammed into his controller.
It's jammed. It's stuck. Stick drift. Georgia Tech minus 4. Lock. Deion Sanders had more timeouts than time left on the clock at the end of the game. I'm sure he had like 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure it was like 4 seconds. It was 2 seconds left with 3 timeouts left. Kind of crazy. I drank the Chapel Bill juice with Sam. It got me fired up. Then I had some late ads for me. Syracuse, Tennessee, under 51.5. Turns out Tennessee cannot stop the run.
Just go to bed, man. Don't put in the late night bets.
Utah, UCLA over 49.5 was a win. Southern Miss kind of pissed me off. They very had a good chance to make it fun at Mississippi State, but slowly not. South Carolina, Lenore Sellers is quickly rising up. I mean, I'm going to keep praising Lenore Sellers for Heisman. Number 10 in the country now. I wonder what the odds are to the SEC. I said they're going to win the SEC, and Hog's like, oh, it's Bama. It's Bama. Dude, there's no way it's not Bama. Okay, pal. South Carolina, awesome.
It was a
Nice.
3-way.
3-8 week this week, buddy.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah,
And then
they ran
Nebraska
it.
minus 6.5. Dylan Raiola, you suck.
Yeah, the top 10 quarterback in the country.
Well, yeah, you did say he was top 10.
I did say that.
I did say that.
I still low-key stand by that. Bad game.
What?
That's
I think
crazy.
Cincinnati's better than we thought. And then by quick SEC recap in 2.5 minutes or less. Georgia, Stockton looks good. 4 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 2 passing. Georgia run defense is still strong as ever. LSU finally found a defense. Nussmeier looks like a top 2 QB in the country, dissecting defenses, calling audibles, picking up Mike, linebackers, pass protection, etc. Missouri, Bo Bueller is actually pretty good.
Goat.
23 for 28 with 2 touchdowns. Ahmad Hardy can actually run that rock. And the big question mark, though, is the front 7. They allowed 154 yards rushing from University of Central Arkansas.
Yikes.
Next one, Auburn. Why pass when you don't have to? Damari Alston and Jeremiah Cobb are awesome. Our linebackers, questionable because we left a lot of open down the middle. And I really like Trigg. What's his name? Something Trigg. Michael Trigg, I want him on my team now. Alabama, dynasty's over. They've become mortal, and the team is no longer immune to quote-unquote decent teams. Arkansas, Taylor Green actually might be better than we thought. However, their offensive line still sucks. Texas, I don't sweat on Arch yet. The run game never opened up by the stock. Defense is still elite. Florida, DJ Lagway with one of the worst QBRs in the country, even though they shut out Long Island University 55-0. Oklahoma, John Mateer is a monster, 30 for 37 with 392 yards. It's interesting to see if they can establish a run game versus Michigan. Mateer cannot put the entire team on his back. The running game still was very slow. Texas A&M, run defense, because it could be their Achilles heel of this team, along with Marcel Reed. 203 yards rushing allowed. Marcel Reed also still sucks. 22 for 34 with 289 yards. Tennessee, very similar to A&M, except Aguilar is better than Marcel Reed. Mississippi State may not be the worst team in the SEC. Kentucky, for sure, the worst team in the SEC. I feel like it's pretty accurate. I feel like it's pretty good. Pretty good
Hey,
summary.
Quick synopsis. I like
I
it.
didn't hate any of that. Okay, well, I'll jump into mine. Dylan Raiola, hate you. 6.5, never a chance. Baylor plus 2.5, hate y'all, never a chance. Bama minus 13.5, hate y'all, never a chance. Clemson, LSU over, never a chance. ND Miami, lost on the hook, hate that. Tennessee, Syracuse under, hate that. No one could get a stop. And then the Texas OSU under 47.5, and it was my mortal. Like, if you're not telling the pod at this point, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing, bro? We'll see you at the top. Anyway.
If you're not at the beach,
Sean, what is your strategic observation? Sam gave a little bit of his observation because I'm just curious. After the one guy who was like, I just don't know about Auburn. I didn't hear it from a third party. What's your thoughts on that Auburn-Baylor game?
What's my thought? I mean, we talked about it a little bit over the phone. You just want me to repeat exactly what I said.
I was also half in the bag by the time we were having that conversation. So at an OSU tailgate, everybody's really high on Jackson Arnold. I am high on Arnold, but if you
I'm
do
not.
watch some of his big passes that he made, they were very offline. Like
Yeah.
he got bailed by some of our receivers. Malcolm Simmons' catch, he had him open on the seam. He kind of threaded the needle a little bit, but it still was like 5 yards behind him, and he had to stop and turn around and make a catch. Probably could have been a touchdown, but and our linebackers really do scare me. The amount of open receivers we left open the middle, like just 10 yards down the middle of the field, like is kind of scary. But
Yeah, I think like they were able to just run all over. Like they weren't going to lose
they
because
didn't need to. They didn't need to
every
pass the
single
ball.
moment they knew they could just run the ball for however many yards.
They
There was no
game planned for Coleman and Singleton, and they just didn't. And they were hoping that our run game wasn't going to be very strong, and then we just decided that the run game could still happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I am nervous though because
yards.
Alston is hurt right now. His shoulder bother him. He might be limited in this next 2 weeks until we face Oklahoma. And I'm also nervous because Champ Anthony, who is a stud, one of our best secondary players, and was also had a great game against Baylor, broke his thumb. So we don't really know his timeline.
Yeah, well, it all comes down to can Arnold throw when they need him to throw. He doesn't have to be everything, but he has to be something. And I don't know if he can be something. We don't know. There's no way to know because he wasn't something last year. And until he is something in any aspect of the game, like he could do it the next 2 weeks against these two very low tier opponents. And I'd feel
I think that's what we have to do. We just have to air it out. Force feed Cam Coleman and get that rolling so we have it going at Oklahoma. I'm so excited for the Michigan game because I'm just going to basically scouting Oklahoma the whole game.
Well, shout out to Cam Coleman. Wore 2 watches and only caught 1 ball. So awesome.
He's only targeted 1 time.
Well, good for him. Okay. Now, we have a new segment this week that it's a little bit more of a recap, but it's the panic meter. You've heard of a panic meter. You've seen it on every single sports show you've ever watched, but we're going to implement it this week because
for fun.
I want to do it. But before that, I am going to throw a couple positives out there. First of all, the Ohio State defense, very uber athletic, very uber
Their
complex.
linebackers are so good.
Yeah, and I think that they run an NFL scheme, and I think that's scary. Now, obviously, they had months and months to game plan for Texas, and so that's why it was super, super sharp. But obviously, they have an NFL coordinator in Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia, not a great head coach, but a good defensive coordinator. He was able to put them in a bind, so I think the OSU defense is scary. Now, what else?
Do you think Texas should have dropped 7 to number 7? Do you think that was a pretty good spot?
Yeah, I don't hate it. Texas is uber talented.
I thought they were just going to swap places. I thought they were just going to flip them. Like it was like 1 versus 3. But...
You score 7 points, like you're going to drop. Like you can earn your way back very quickly, but yeah. We'll do the. I guess LSU
the biggest panic meter, but
we'll get there. We'll get there. Nussmeier looked good, but really the biggest thing, like Weaver said, is the LSU defense. They have a defense now. That's the biggest thing. They looked really good. They made Klubnik. They got after Klubnik. That's really the biggest thing for me is that they were getting after him and quickly. Like they were making his life a living hell. LSU definitely is a scary team with the defense because Lord knows if they had one with Jaden Daniels, they probably would have won a national championship that year. So anyway, is Nussmeier Jaden Daniels? We don't know. It's his third or fourth year, whatever the thing with the LSU quarterbacks is in like the third year they win a Heisman. So we'll find out. And then I'll touch on Penn State a little bit. Played Nevada. The good wide receivers, Kobe Hudson with 7 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Trevor Pena, 6 catches for 70-something yards. They both looked like they had a connection with Aller. That's really the biggest thing. And then the defensively, on the defensive side, they forced fumbles. A thing that they really struggled to do last year. I think they forced 2 fumbles this week, or they forced 3, recovered 2. Huge. Durant and DDS looked like monsters up front. I got to hand it to DDS. I've been a DDS doubter for a while, but he looked like an absolute monster. That peanut punch was unbelievable. It's like teach tape. So shout out to him and Zane Durant. Zane Durant with the big boy pick. That was hype. And then the only bad thing was the run blocking. I was a little nervous. They didn't get as much push as I would have liked against a team like Nevada. I mean, they have weeks to get that around, but definitely something they're going to have to pick up if they want to go into Big Ten play with less to worry about, for sure. Which I'm not that worried about it, but I was like, okay, I need to see a little bit more in the upcoming weeks. But also, shout out to Ethan Gruckmeyer. He looked pretty good. Sam, anything you want to say about Penn State?
I mean, they played Nevada, but they look good. Just take it week by week. It's a very important year. They have all the tools. They have every tool. Like, you hit everything on the head, but I just don't want to get too crazy yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want to watch them.
Yeah, 100%.
Week 1, I'm not going to get hyped up over Nevada. Just being fair.
Yeah, I'm not hyped, but I do think I saw a lot of stuff that I wanted to see, mostly with the wide receivers. That's really the biggest thing.
No, absolutely.
Now, a new thing that I want to introduce as well, a new segment, is I'm going to do what I like to call the Hawks Him Award. What do we think? Not bad? Not bad?
Explain.
Anything?
I like it.
So just
Hawks
basically,
him?
yeah, like somebody who went off.
I like it.
And so I'm going to give it to the Cal quarterback.
Yeah.
Forgive me for the pronunciation. I'm going to try.
Oregon transfer.
Jaron Kiawe Sangapolutele. Either way, true freshman, I think 18 years old. Holy hell, can he sling that rock? He was tearing Oregon State up. Now, he did have a couple plays where he looked like a true freshman, and he is a true freshman. But, dude, he can throw that rock. Did you see some of the throws he was making?
Yeah.
I think
he had a great day.
Yeah.
I think he had the highest big time throw percentage of week 1 out of everybody as a true freshman on the road at Oregon State. Like, shout out to him. So, Hawks Him Award of the week. Jaron Kiawe Sagapolutele. I'm going to figure out how to say it soon enough.
We'll have to ask ChatGPT.
Oh, that's
it out
Tua. Anyway.
He might give you the wrong name.
And he'll be like, am I playing football? Anyway. We're going to go to the panic meter. Are y'all ready? So basically how we're going to do it is I'm going to say something, and you're going to give me your panic rating on a 1 through 10. I will give mine as well. Now, Luke, we'll start with you because you did touch on it a little bit, but Arch Manning, God, his mechanics looked unbelievably terrible. He looked out of sorts. His first throw landed halfway to a wide open receiver. It was a bad start. They put up 7 points, made a really good throw on the touchdown. Low-key, the guy might have dropped it, but they did not overturn it, so we won't talk about that. But, yeah, 7 points on the road, but it was in the shoe for his first start, first road throw of his career, first road start of his career. Luke, what's your panic meter?
What's the panic meter out of 10?
1 to 10.
1 to 10, 10 being the most panicked, I would say like a 4. I mean, I think it's just because of the name, really, and the fact that, like, if you went on Twitter at all during that game, it was, like, the most absurd things you'd ever seen said about a 20-year-old. Like,
Well,
it's pretty up there.
Uh-huh.
But, I don't know. I mean, it's a tough first game, a lot of sweltering, outside noise, playing a factor in there. I think a lot of people are more or less hating on Manning on Arch than they are giving props to the Ohio State defense and not discrediting the Texas offensive line as much, because the Texas offensive line was very highly touted going into this game, returning players, all the other things, and they just he really didn't have a ton of time. He obviously didn't look good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he didn't look great, but I'm also not saying he's the sole responsibility for losing that game, because that was not. They couldn't get a run game going. Ohio State kind of just sit exotic blitzes the entire game. I mean, it was a lot, to deal with. Obviously, neither team's played great with a final score of 14-7. Obviously, that's not what you can say there. But he had a chance to win the game there at the end. Missed a pretty easy throw that probably would have given them the first down. I'm at about a 4, less than halfway scared. I think that Texas will probably be fine looking at the rest of their schedule, and we'll end up. And the thing is, though, about these games is, like, they're both going to be back in the playoff, and everybody's going to forget about week 1 unless they play each other again, and they're going to be like, oh, remember week 1.
Sam, what are you thinking?
37. I think he's a fraud. Ohio State is a talented team, talented defense, but come on, man. He looked lost. I think 37 is pretty fair. That's like a middle ground. Out of 10, 100%. Texas, though, like that's why the game was so hard to bet on. I thought it'd be a fun game, but Texas has the tools still. It's just they got to figure out quarterback. Quinn Ewers couldn't do it. Arch Manning definitely won't be able to do it. So they'll have to. I don't know. Maybe they could breed another Manning. I'm convinced that Arch Manning was bred in like a chamber and just came out like the human worked, like the cloning worked. It's just you can't clone skill. It's just impossible. But 37, 100%. That was the easiest number of all time.
I'm gonna go 6. I think the biggest thing for me is that it was mechanics. Like that's something that's hard to fix in the season. Like for long term for Arch, I'm not that nervous, but for this year, it's kind of scary because his mechanics were so bad. Now I think he'll be good enough to keep them in contention, and maybe he turns it around by the end. But like, dude, like he was throwing the ball, like the motion of throwing the ball just looked wrong.
Yeah.
Like, am I crazy for saying that?
No,
Not too crazy, I don't think, but I don't know. It could have been a lot of nerves too, like maybe some yips almost a little bit there. More than
Fine.
just like I don't know.
Fine.
Did you see that video though of them being like, no wonder Arch Manning sucks. Look at the defenses he played against in high school. It was just that one kid getting done dirty, just right.
Over and over and over.
Over and over. It felt so bad. You know that kid's hiding somewhere in probably a frat house.
Yeah. But anyway, next. I think we're all going to have similar answers to this one. Alabama took a tough one at Doak Campbell.
52.
Sam, why
They're
don't you
done.
start us off?
They're done. They're done. I fell for the jersey. I really did. I really thought they would turn around because they're a respectable program. I saw the Crimson Tide. There's beautiful red helmets, and I fell for it. I think they're cooked. Honestly, their real rating, like 7.5, 8. It's up there. They got to figure it out fast, and I don't think they will.
Luke?
I think dropping to 21 is kind of a little too far. I think I'm on the other side of the fence. They shouldn't. I think they probably should have stayed in the top 20, 15. And I think that FSU climbing up to 17 or whatever right now is kind of absurd. 14. That's way super absurd. I mean, I think it's a lot of like less. Obviously, everybody's freaking out more about Bama because it's Bama, but I think also people aren't giving to enough credit to how good Florida State could actually be. But I do think that the DeBoer era, if all the stuff that I was reading about them getting like DoorDash at 2:00 in the morning, and like friends leaving the hotel at like 1:30 in the morning and stuff like that, then yeah, then that's a problem. But also too, like Nick Saban football, no laundry on the field. We're not getting stupid penalties. Tugging your shirt when you're coming off the bus. Like we're respectable. I'm pulling killers out of the trenches of these inner cities, but I'm turning them into dogs on a football field, and it just is. They look like a glorified all-star 7-on-7 football team with their white safety jogging on the football field during the end around. Like that was terrible. That would not happen in the Saban era. That kid would have been kicked off the team after watching film that game. But I'm just happy to see that the past 20 years since we've been watching college football, we have been like, when is Bama gonna die? And I think we're actively seeing the death. I think this is it. DeBoer's lost 4 games to unranked opponents in his 14 games, and Saban lost 4 in his 200 something games that he coached in his career at Alabama.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think this is it. And it's awesome because these Bama fans have lived in their ivory tower for the past 20 years. They're the number 1 team in the country. They beat the number 3 team. Like, well, good job. You only lost by 10 to Bama. Fuck you. I don't care. Sorry, church, but It's Bama.
They don't watch NCAA.
It's Bama. Like, I'm so happy. They now have to realize what we have felt as college football fans forever. Every week, we are like, we could lose this game. Unranked team, but they're pretty sneaky. They could sneak us. They never had to feel that for 20 years. And now guess what? They get to feel it every freaking week. I love it. Also, ESPN flipped Auburn to 51% chance to win the game. So kind of awesome for that. But Auburn's now projected based on ESPN FPI to win 10 games this year. We're favored in 9 more games this season, which is crazy. I don't want the hype though. I don't want the hype. I want us to, we have to at least beat Oklahoma before I'm start like, okay, like this could be legit. But I know I kind of went Auburn right there for a second, but I think this is 10 out of 10 like meter freak out for Bama.
There it is. Yeah, I'm going to have a 9.5 for all the same reasons as Luke. I think that this team looks wrong. They don't look like Bama. They
got out physical. They got out manned.
Easily.
Like, they got
which is crazy.
Mowed. Their entire front seven got mowed over.
They also were not disciplined. That was the one thing that really caught my eye. They were very undisciplined.
Dropping balls, like holding penalties, stupid holding penalties, false starts, like stupid shit.
It's crazy. But anyway, last one. We can keep this one short. Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love touched the ball 10 times, as Luke mentioned. They lose on the road to Miami. They come all the way back, but they still come up short. I'm going to start this one. I'm going to put it at like a 3.5. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, they lost to a ranked team on the road in prime time with a quarterback making his first start. Sure. But one, their offensive line looked terrible. Like, absolutely awful.
Yeah.
And so their game plan was awful. I think Mike Denbrock, like Jeremiah Love's addicted to hurdling. Mike Denbrock is addicted to screens. Like, they ran so many screens. They only came back in the game when they started actually having to throw the ball. And they saw some success because they were so scared to do it because their right tackle couldn't block. And then you see on the last drive, they have a drive to take the lead or at least tie the game, and they can't get plays off because their right tackle is getting beat in 0.2 seconds. So I'm at 3.5. I'm monitoring the situation. That's all I'll say. Sam, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not crazy on Notre Dame. I wasn't crazy on Notre Dame going into this year. It's at a 5 for me. I'm going to have to see another game against a good opponent. You just don't know where they're at. They didn't play an awful game. It was a great game, but I'm at a 5. I got to see another game. It's week 1 against a good team. It happens.
I'm in like a middle ground, I guess, between say a 4, like just between the both of you guys. I'm not too worried about. I mean, freshman quarterback CJ Carr didn't look terrible. Didn't look great either. Their offensive line sold, especially late in that last drive. Just couldn't keep it. Miami kind of exposed them. Also, I like to play the other way around though when we look at this. Like, don't freak out about the team who lost. Kind of raise more praise to the team who won. Like, Carson Beck looked legit. He looked really good. He made a lot of really good throws, made a lot of good decisions late in that game. The last drive was a pretty good drive by him. Some stupid penalties maybe on Notre Dame's side of the ball. But I thought he looked pretty good. I think some of the issues he could have had in Georgia was, one, playing hurt majority of the season, and two, like Georgia also led the SEC last year in drop passes. So kind of have to kind of maybe a new team, new vibes a little bit.
I think you can still get to Carson Beck if you're able to pressure him. That's the one thing. I don't think Notre Dame was able to pressure him as much as they would have wanted. I think you saw them pressure them, and he threw up a hero ball, and their guy made the catch of the year. But that was also right in between two defenders, and one of them could have like legitimately decapitated the dude. So I think there's definitely a way to get to him, and let's not forget that Cristobal tried his hardest to choke that game away. Yeah, I don't hate any of these answers. Do we want to do Clemson as well, or do we just want to jump into games?
Probably jump into games. I'm not really too that worried about Clemson. I think LSU just outmanned them and outschemed them.
I'm high-key worried about Clemson.
Are you?
I'm not going to lie. I am.
I think I might have paid attention to their stat. I don't think returning players can really be a stat anymore to like be like, oh, this team's really good. They have X amount of returning players with transfer portal and everything else, because obviously did not help.
Well, I think it depends. I think you need to build off of the returning. And Clemson just refuses to add. I'm scared for Clemson long term. I'll tell you that. Next year, I'm scared. I don't know where they're going to be. But they got outmanned by an LSU team that was not supposed to be on their level. Let's be honest. I don't know. I'm nervous. Klubnik didn't look that good. They had 31 yards rushing.
I know.
31. They averaged 1.6 yards. I'm at like a 6 with Clemson. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I'm at like a 4.
Sam, you want to give a number?
5 again. I got to see it again. Like I'm just bipartisan. I got to see another game.
I was going to say, really playing the fence there. Okay, we'll just jump into the games. So week 2, we'll start with the
Fighting Farmers, baby.
The Fighting Farmers made their debut. -3 on the road.
Rank
at
11.
Duke.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
I got them at -2.5 this morning.
I had them at -3. I think it's a steal. I think they're going to kick some
Is
ass.
this for real? Like, what is the What? I don't understand this line.
Neither do I. I don't think Duke's that good.
Y'all are underrating Duke.
What is it? I don't know. I'm not underrating Duke. I just don't know.
They got Darius Mensah.
I know, but I'm high on Illinois though, a little bit. Like Luke
Okay,
Allmeyer's really good.
But think about it like this: Illinois is the light
Is it
version of
just
Clemson.
is it just early season group of 5 or Power 4 matchup, and that's why? Like it's just like
They are the light version, the diet version of Clemson. They brought everybody back, but they didn't add anything. So they're the same team. And sometimes you need more than that.
yeah.
Also, shout out to Duke. They beat the crap out of Elon. Sorry, Lily.
Shout out Lily.
No free shout outs.
This is
All
also totally random. I'm not betting on this game at all, but I think it's hilarious that West Virginia is traveling to Ohio University.
The Bobcats.
Yeah.
Shout out the Bobcats. So you both are on Illinois.
I'm on
100%.
Illinois. They're still at 2.5. I'm still seeing 2.5 over under 49.5.
I'm going to take Duke at +3.
You think? Where are you getting
I think
3?
I am. I'm seeing 3 on DraftKings. I'm seeing 3 on
Yeah.
BetMGM.
Mm.
seeing
ESPN bet.
3.5
I had
on
2.5 on DraftKings this morning.
I'm seeing 3.5 on ESPN Bet, but it's at -125. I'm going to take Duke +3.
I
I
had
am.
2.5 at -110 this morning
That's
on
strong.
DraftKings.
So I'm going to fade you guys.
That's okay.
Sorry, not sorry. Sam, you want to say anything else about your team before we move on?
Go fighting farmers. We're back. We're so back.
Okay. Well, next up we got the Cyhawk. The Cyhawk.
So
Iowa goes to Iowa State. I think where's the line at? I think it was at 3.
I had 2.5 again this morning.
It's at
3 right
3
now.
now.
No,
Oh,
I'm seeing
2.5.
3.5.
I'm seeing 2.5 on FanDuel.
I'm seeing 3.
DraftKings is 3.
I'm going to take Iowa State at -2.5. I believe Weaver's doing the same.
I
just-
don't actually.
Ooh.
I have them at -3.
I got them at -2.5. I just think
Take-
they're more talented.
I have Iowa at +3.5.
Why?
I'm kind of high up on Iowa State's defense right now. I think Iowa State looked pretty good against Kansas State, but I think Kansas State's not that as good as ever we thought they were going to be. And I also have the under 52.5.
52.5?
Yeah,
No way, it's at 52.5.
yeah.
I'm seeing 41.5.
I'm seeing 41.
What am I? I saw I had 50. Was I looking at the wrong game?
Are you
42
smoking?
and a half?
I would lay my
42.5. 42.5. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I was gonna say I'd put my lifeline and my firstborn son on under 52.5.
42.5 is what I have as the under.
I would put a Vital Oregon on 52 and a half. Yeah.
I like Iowa State's
anything
offense,
on
but I think
52.5.
Iowa State's defense is going to step up in this game, and I think that it's going to be pretty low.
You mean Iowa's defense?
Yeah, I think Iowa's defense is pretty legit. I think Iowa State's offense is okay.
Okay, but you know Iowa played U of Albany their first game, right? And
Yeah.
you know how many passing yards they had?
But it's like that every year. Like we're not. That's
No,
nothing
no, no,
new.
it's not. This is different.
With a 34-7, they had 44 yards passing,
Okay, well you're supposed to guess, so you just
100
ruined the whole.
rushing.
They had 44 yards passing on Albany.
I don't think they needed to pass though.
I don't care. 44?
I don't know. I'm after my performance last week. I'm taking all logic and throwing it out the window, and doing the opposite of what I should be doing.
We got
to be
Hank Brown
honest.
completed a pass for Iowa.
Yeah, he did. It's the dumbest thing ever. I hate when these like ass quarterbacks leave from one big school, go to another big school where they're clearly not going to start, and then I don't understand why you wouldn't just go to like an FCS school, ball out, then just try to retransfer again to somewhere like big where you can actually like start probably because you actually have a year of experience under your belt. It makes no sense to me. But yeah, I have 2 picks: Iowa plus 3.5 and under 42.5.
Sam, we're both sticking on -2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At -3, but yeah.
-2.5, -3. It's very public, but
I like it.
I will fall for the trap again, I guess.
Iowa trap.
All right, we'll move on. This is an interesting game.
Crazy this is such an early season matchup.
So Baylor goes on the road to face Southern Methodist. I'm seeing the line at 2.5 now. This line opened at 3.5 to SMU. Now it's at 2.5. Seems like big money's coming in on Baylor.
Again, like it was last week.
Any picks in this game?
I don't have anything. I kind of like the over, though. It's high over, 65.5. But they're
dude.
both defenses are so bad, dude.
I
I don't have a
no
pick.
bitch. Over 65.5.
Damn it.
Just like Luke said, they're both their defenses are bad.
So buns.
SMU might come out hot. I mean, Auburn just put up 38 on Baylor. So
I have the over 65.5.
love it.
I don't love it anymore.
I love it.
It's the worst.
This is the worst.
We'll just stay there. I mean, both these teams want to play really fast. Both these teams have experienced quarterbacks. Both these teams' defenses are bad.
Yep.
I'll take the over.
All the right reasons.
I do lean Baylor again, but I've been hurt once. I don't want to be hurt again, especially at the same exact line. Yeah, I'm good off that, Chief.
Good on that, Chief.
Next, a rivalry renewed. I think first time in like 14 years these teams have, no, not 14 years. That's a lie. That's definitely a lie. But these teams haven't played in a while. Kansas goes on to the Fighting Jalen Daniels. Jalen Daniels. The Fighting Jalen Daniels will take on the Fighting Bo Perbulas. I know who I'm rooting for. Who am I betting on? I don't think anybody. But this game is fun. I think I will watch this game.
I have a pick in this game.
I have a pick in this game.
I have Missouri
Yeah.
minus 6.5. I'm laying the number. I think Kansas's defense, it's pretty okay. I think Bo Pribula is really good, though. I think he's going to be a sleeper top quarterback in the SEC this year. I think Missouri's offense takes a step. I want to bet the over. I also want to bet the points. What is the points at right now? Oh, 51.5.
It's the button.
Give me over 51.5 also.
I'm seeing 50.5 on DraftKings.
Okay, then give me 50.5. Fucking get on my DraftKings
Oh my
and put
gosh.
50.5.
The church has to be listening by now.
Sorry guys.
The church was alerted and has turned on the college football episode.
Yeah. Goodness.
So-
Yeah,
gracious.
I'm going over 51.5.
Same with you.
Also, I think Kansas defense is not that good.
You just said they were pretty good.
I don't think they're that good though.
Kansas. I thought it was Kentucky.
What? Ole Miss and Kentucky are playing. Missouri and Kansas are playing.
Oh, my bad. East. I thought
You
you
guys,
said
do you have a pick?
East.
What's going on?
What are we doing?
Did I blank out? I thought we were talking about Ole Miss, Kentucky.
No.
We're talking Kansas, Missouri.
I'm like,
Kansas,
this kid.
Missouri. I actually do have a pick. I'm sorry, fellas. I have Kansas plus 6.5. I think they're a big sleeper team. This is an ugly, ugly pick.
Kind of like that
But
pick.
I don't think it's that ugly. I
I
don't
kinda
think
like
it's
it.
the wrong side on this game.
It's all right, but Missouri, I'm never really impressed with them. They tried to make a name for themselves last year and then fell off the face of the earth. So give me Kansas.
So you're betting against Bo Pribula.
Yep, unfortunately.
Crazy work. I kind of like that side though. I've leaned Kansas, but I haven't hit the button. I
My
might hit the
SEC
button.
bias might be kicking in a little bit.
I might hit the button. If this gets to 7, I'll hit the button for sure. But I might hit the button at 6.5. But anyway, I think it might be time. It's time for your favorite segment.
Shit.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I know we've been running for a long time, so I have a short trivia. Short trivia. Do you guys have anything to write anything down? If not, it's okay. We can figure it
I
out.
do.
Sam?
I lost something once.
I lost something once. I do not.
You have your phone.
Do you want me to type it?
No, he's gonna Google the answer.
He's going to
That's
Google it.
bullshit.
He's going to Google it.
That is utter bullshit.
Okay. Now, hold on. Let me.
I can get a piece of paper.
My baseball
My
bat pen.
printer's right here.
He's going to print out the answers. He's cheating. He's cheating.
You can't keep getting away with it.
How you doing, Luke?
Tired, man. I gotta get up in 5 hours for work, but it is
Things
what it is.
Things we do for these people, man.
All right,
Things
we're
we do
good.
for our listeners.
Things we do for these people. So, let me pull this up. I want to make sure I get everything right. I'll be wrong for y'all. I care about
Also,
y'all.
Nolan McLean is so good, dude.
His curveball's nuts. I think I said that on the NFL episode, but here we are again. Here we are again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think somebody mentioned it earlier, but Kalen DeBoer has been the Alabama head coach for a year and a game. He has now lost 4 games.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I blacked out for a second there. Kellen DeBoer has lost 4 games to
Who
unranked
invited
opponents.
this guy?
To unranked opponents in a year and a game.
Yes.
It took Nick Saban however many years to lose the exact same amount of games to unranked teams. Can you name any or all
Oh,
of the teams he lost to? Bonus points if you name the year.
no shot.
There are 4. There are no repeat teams. I'll give you that.
No repeats.
No repeats. He lost
Is
to
this
4
counting
separate
bowl?
teams.
Is this counting bowl games?
They wouldn't be on. Oh wait, they
No,
were.
I don't think so. I don't think they ever did make a bowl or did make a New Year's Six bowl.
It does count bowl games, but none of the answers are bowl games. I'll give you that. How are we feeling about what's confidence level right now?
I think they're mostly in SEC. One of them's
This question, I thought of this all on my
it's
own.
pretty good.
That's a
It's
good question.
topical.
What is?
I feel like there's one that's pretty obvious. I don't know if I call it obvious. There's one that I completely forgot about. Actually, two of them I didn't really remember. But there's two that were more so obvious. I say there's two that I give you guys like a 6 out of 10 chance of getting, and two that I give you
I
guys
know
like
one.
a
I know three for sure.
3.
Yeah.
Big boy claims. Extra
I know,
points
like,
if you get the
one.
year.
The years, I think
Yeah.
two were in the same year.
Extra. And remember, these are losses to unranked opponents specifically.
Think of anybody.
No. I'm gonna pull up all of his losses just in case you guys name him ranked. He lost a total of 29.
He
only
lost
lost
a total of
20.
29 games.
Mm.
Dude, I only
You guys
have
almost done?
one. No, I only have one.
I have three. I don't know the fourth. All right. I give my three.
Wait.
I'm still thinking.
I was gonna say, Sam, you get. I'm gonna give you.
I think I know the years.
15 more
too.
seconds.
Oh, I literally don't know.
Two were in the
I
same
would just
year.
remember watching them win all the time.
Two were in the same year.
Correct.
We were in the same year.
Yeah. I hate watching is at an all-time high when it comes to Bama. All right, Sam. You either know it or you don't.
I don't.
Okay, wrap it up. Okay, wait. Sam, I'm gonna have you name yours first. What do you have? Because I know you have one.
I don't even know if it's right. It's all I had Auburn.
No.
I
thought
had
they were
Auburn.
unranked. Yeah, I thought they were unranked when they beat Alabama.
2007.
2007 or 25.
ULM.
Alabama. ULM is correct. What year?
2007.
Yeah, that was the obvious one for me because everyone kind of remembers that.
And then Ole Miss in 2008.
No, they didn't lose to Ole Miss in 2008.
Maybe I don't know.
They lost to Ole Miss in 2014, but Ole Miss was number 11.
I had
And they lost-
LSU down.
No, LSU is not an answer as well. They lost to LSU when LSU
What are
was
the
number
other
10.
SEC teams?
There was one other SEC team.
Texas A&M.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Sorry, two other SEC teams. Yes, Texas A&M is correct. They lost to Texas A&M in 2021, 41-38. This was at Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, ULM, not Ole Miss.
Nope. There's one other SEC team.
Florida.
No.
Missouri. Arkansas. No, they never beat him. South Carolina. Yes.
Nope.
Oh,
I don't think he ever lost to South Carolina. Oh, he did in 2010, but South Carolina was number 19.
not Kentucky. Tennessee.
Never lost.
Oklahoma, but they weren't in the SEC at the time.
No, and they lost to Oklahoma when Oklahoma was number 11.
I just remember all their losses.
Virginia Tech.
There's an
One other SEC team
yes,
and one. What's the conference for the other team?
ACC.
Not Clemson. Not North Carolina. Not Duke. What? No, did Duke shock them one year? I don't know.
These
I
are
have
tough. These are the tough ones.
ULM, Texas A&M. Only other SEC team. Not LSU. Not Arkansas. Not Auburn. Not Ole Miss. Mississippi State.
Mississippi State in 2007 beat them
They were
17 to
buns that
12.
year. That was their first year. That was his first year at Bama.
Yep, and his last loss was also in 2007.
To an unranked team. They lost 4 games that year.
Mhm.
3 games that year.
I think
They lost more
four.
than that. They lost like 6 games that year.
They lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They lost to Georgia, this other team, LSU, Mississippi State, ULM,
Other
and
team,
Auburn.
So it would have been early, somewhat. Florida State.
Florida State, 21-14. So the correct answers was Florida State 2007, Mississippi State 2007,
They didn't lose
ULM
to Auburn all
2007,
when they were unranked.
and Texas A&M 2021. They should have until 4th and 31.
4th and 31. All right, let's roll through these picks. Let's give the people what they want.
Definitely a tough one, but we got to start tough. Just kidding. But we'll move on. All right, next we'll go back to the SEC. Speaking of,
Boy.
Ole Miss goes on the road to face, quote unquote, the worst team in the SEC by far, Kentucky.
Yep.
I saw the line at 10.5, unless it moved. 10. Down to 10.
I'm still seeing 10.5.
I'm seeing
on
10.5.
ESPN
Some it's mostly 10. Over under at 50.5.
It was large earlier today, and that's where my immortal lock is in this game.
My gosh. Ow.
It just is.
Okay.
I did not touch this game. I stayed away. I wanted
Real
to pull the plus 10.5 so bad. I was like salivating over it.
plus 10.5. I know, but didn't Kentucky beat them last year? Like they're gonna want to kill them.
Yeah, but so will Kentucky.
Crazy for that. 50.5. Stay tuned. I might take the over, but I haven't touched anything right now. Moving on. We don't have to talk about Kentucky any longer than we want to. The Fighting Byron Browns take off the Fighting DJ Lagways. USF goes to Florida. USF fresh off a huge win. Florida beat the brakes off Long Island. Some dude made a crazy catch. I forget his name. I think the line was at 18 last time I checked. Let's see. Now it is at 17.5.
Yeah, I have a pick in this game.
Over under 56.5.
I have USF plus 17.5.
I was going to say a lot of money on USF.
Yeah, Byron Brown's probably the strongest quarterback in the country, bar none.
Or Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said, Lagway had like one of the worst QBRs in the country and like one of the worst PFF grades, and they still won 55-0. I don't know. I think USF's offense is pretty dang good. I also lean more towards the over, but I'm sticking with USF plus 17.5.
I also took USF plus 17.5. It was a no-brainer after the... What? That was my team. You guys ruined it for me.
Your team? Why do you get to claim 12 teams? You
I
have
didn't do
Ball
anything.
State, you have the Fighting Farmers, now you have the Bulls.
Ball State
What
did to him.
the hell? What else do other teams do you want?
Let's relax. The
Ball State is
Southern
dead to this
Florida
man.
Swamp Donkeys. South Florida. No, they played an incredible game, and like you said, Lagway looked absolutely terrible.
I mean, they scored 55 points. I don't know why his QBR was so low, but
Because he's ass.
I didn't have to do anything. Let me see these stats.
Especially after being a Dog of the Week winner. That's strong, too. You gotta be kidding me.
I haven't touched this game. I don't want to. There's too much going on. Wait, DJ Lagley was 15 for 18 for 120 and 3 touchdowns, and he had a QBR of 29.8. How does that make any sense? He didn't do anything wrong. QBR is such a broken stat, dude. I swear.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not touching this game yet. Follow the Twitter. And then we'll move into the nightcap. Is it nightcap? It's nightcap time. So really the big one. Bryce Underwood, his first real game, goes on the road to take on John Mateer in Oklahoma. The line's down to 4.5 some places. Opened at 1.5, flew up to like I think 7.5 at one point, or at least I'm seeing 6, but now it's sitting at 4.5 or 5.5. Luke, SEC man.
I have the over 45.5.
Interesting.
I think this is kind of astonishingly low for how good that Oklahoma's offense, quote unquote, could be with Mateer. Michigan, I think that Bryce Hunter will look pretty good. I think that there's going to be some points in this game. I don't think Oklahoma's defense is going to be able to keep up. Like I don't know. I just like the point. I just like points, and it seems fun. And I just want this to be a good preview to see what Auburn's going to get. This is kind of the game that I'm just going to be primarily watching on Saturday. I'm going to go kill some teal in the morning and then watch football the rest of the day. But yeah, I like the over 45.5. That's a pretty low number. If it was 47.5, key number, I'd probably go under.
I like the Wolverines here, plus 4.5. I think the Big Ten, I'm just going against the SEC because it's Luke.
Oklahoma couldn't get their running game going, so I'm kind of concerned on that end. But if they're stay one-dimensional,
it's going to be a beautiful game. I'm excited for it.
I don't think that Oklahoma's offense is built to be able to handle a one-dimensional shutdown. So
we will see. Sean?
I think I like the Wolverines too.
Whoa.
It's an interesting matchup. It's a very interesting matchup. I think it comes down to how effectively either team can run the ball. I think if both teams' run games are shut down, I'm nervous if I'm Michigan because I'm more confident in John Mateer at home than I am a freshman quarterback on the road in Norman. But I think if Michigan can run the ball, they can keep this game close. 5.5 is a lot of points. I think I'm going to take them at plus 5.5. Yeah, I'm going to take Michigan at plus 5.5. It's grody. It's icky. It's not fun. But it's fun because it's not fun. You know, it's like a catch-22, but like the opposite. Give me the Big Ten. Why not? Keeping it close on a Saturday night.
Keep it in the house.
Keeping it in the house. But we're going to move on to a couple more games. Sam, why don't you tell me any other picks you got?
Sean, let me tell you.
oh boy,
Hear about the little train that could? They died last week. I'm never taking them ever again. I do have kind of an ugly pick. I took James Madison plus 13.5 against Louisville. It's on a weird Friday night at 7 o'clock. The game was speaking to me. Yeah, James Madison's a sleeper team. Louisville is kind of They used to be a good squad. They're just kind of falling out of sorts. I don't think they see this as a big game. It's Friday night at 7. If you're giving me almost 14 free points, I'm going to take it any time. What else we got? Let me scroll down to my list of bets.
I have a fun game.
Nah, that's about it. And nothing else really interested me. This is a weird week. Shout out Penn State. Penn State hopefully go out there and take care of business again.
Beat the brakes.
Shout out LSU going to stomp Louisiana Tech. Shout out DJ Weave over there.
Kumbaya. Somebody play taps.
I have a fun game.
Go ahead, buddy.
Arkansas State at Arkansas. The first time these teams have ever faced each other in their history of belongings. At War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock, so Arkansas has two stadiums. A little bit of backstory. They have their home stadium in Fayetteville. They have a secondary stadium in Little Rock that is where they host a lot of the state championship football games, and Little Rock Christian or Little Rock Catholic High School plays there as their home games. First time ever facing each other in history. Arkansas minus 23.5. I'm taking Arkansas State plus 23.5.
Gosh.
Arkansas State kind of a sleeper to win the Sun Belt this year. This will be the first. They're projecting the first time for the stadium to have over 50,000 people in it in its history. It's absurdly tiny, but like Arkansas's hosted some fun teams here. They've played some fun games here. It used to be a lot of fun. They used to play LSU here every year, and it was like a lot of fun to go to and tailgate, and then it just kind of went downhill from here. But yeah, give me Arkansas State plus 23.5.
Anything else?
I have Virginia plus 2.5 versus NC State. I think that Chandler Morris is pretty good quarterback for Virginia. I think that NC State's defense is going to struggle, especially their secondary. So give me Virginia plus 2.5, and then I guess my mortal lock and dog of the week.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move into mine. I have a couple.
I know you have probably 12.
First, I'm going to take Texas minus 35.5 against San Jose State. I think they just come back and beat the brakes off of them. San Jose State is playing at what would be 9 a.m. at San Jose.
Jeez.
So they have to go to Texas to play this game. Texas is pissed off. They're just uber more talented. If Texas would have beat Ohio State, this line's probably bigger. I think it's already moved back to 36.5, so I'm going to take that at 35.5. Next, I have Syracuse minus 6.5 against UConn. This line has moved under 6.5. I mean, under the 7 line. I think Syracuse put up a decent amount of points on Tennessee. I mean, they gave up a ton of points. Don't get me wrong, because I did have the under.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think they're a much better team than UConn. They get to come back home. Yeah, I think they win by at least a touchdown. And then last but not least, what was my last pick? Colorado minus 23.5 against Delaware. Delaware's dog. Shout out the Fighting Pat Devlins. If you know, you know. No free shout outs though. But yeah, I think they come back, they get right. I think Dion uses his timeouts this week, and that helps him out a little bit. I think Caden Salter showed a lot of arm talent. I think he's able to build off of that this week. And I think they cover this 23.5 point spread. Who wants to start us off? Luke, why don't you start us off?
A little more to lock for the kid.
Mortal lock. I have Ole Miss Kentucky over 52.5. I guess that's 50. I was 52 this morning.
50.5 now. Yeesh.
So that's 50.5. I might cash out because I think it'll let me still, but I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. I took 52.5. I don't think it's going to matter. I think both offenses are going to climb the ladder a little bit this week, but I think that Ole Miss is going to pass all over Kentucky and that they're dog crap. But I think Ole Miss's defense kind of overrated and not very good. But yeah, I think this is just screams points.
I'm going to tell you on that because I did talk about it earlier. I'm going to throw in the over 50.5.
Yeah, I'm not high on Ole Miss's defense, and I think that Kentucky is going to be able to somewhat throw the ball a little bit. But I mean, I don't like the under. I don't like that number, the under. Well, mine was 52.5, but either way, I don't like the under with 50.5.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Kentucky beat Toledo by 8. Good God.
They are the worst team.
Oh, they threw for 85 yards. Zach Calzado was 10 for 23 with 85 yards
doesn't
and an
Mississippi State
interception.
play somebody fun this week?
Yeah, they play
Arizona State
at Mississippi State. That's an interesting. That line is plummeted.
6.5 for Arizona State.
I think it opened at 10.
That at all.
I think it opened at 10. Damn.
USF versus Florida over 56.5. I think this is a no-brainer. Both teams, I think, are going to put up a lot of points. I know it's a little bit of a rivalry, but it should be an exciting game. I'm really high on South Florida. I feel like we might not get an upset, but just the way they played against Alabama, just no fear. I love it. Over 56.5. Immortal Law.
I like it. I accidentally gave mine away. Mine's Texas minus 35.5 against that San Jose State team.
My
I think there's too
gosh.
much going into it. Yeah, I think they just beat the living breaks off them. I'm not gonna lie. I see teams being favored by 42.5. I see teams here being favored by 44.5. And you're telling me that Texas can't beat San Jose State at home after they have to play at 9 a.m. for them and they have to come to Texas. They can't beat them by more than 5 touchdowns. Like I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Plus San Jose State, I forget who they played in their first game, but they did not look good. Central Michigan. They lost to Central Michigan.
Nice.
It's tough. It's tough out here, man. They lost 6-14.
Ooh.
They were 14-point favorites. They lost 16-14. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Put them in a body bag. And now dogs. Anybody got a dog for me? Anybody?
I have a dog. Slightly tapped on this earlier. The Ohio University Bobcats
Shout out to
Oh my gosh.
Bobcats.
versus West Virginia plus 145 at OU. That's what they call it up here. Sorry, OU, not Oklahoma. Ohio University. I think the Bobcats have a good chance at walking away with this. Surprisingly, it'd be fun. So yeah, I like fun.
They're bringing the big house to Oklahoma. Michigan plus 160, dog of the week. The Big Ten is going to show out this weekend. They will, plus
I hope so.
160. Give it to me. I'll take it. Michigan just looks like a good team. I mean, a lot of people are calling for this game to be extremely close, but Michigan is always a physical football team. I think they will just be more physical than Oklahoma. I think we'll see. What's the over-under on this game? 45.5. Oh, it's close.
I took the over.
I feel like it'll fall short right under. Like you see like a 24-20 Michigan.
I'm trying to decide how I want. Stuck between a couple. I think I'm going to go with the Kent State Golden Flashes against Texas
Nice.
Tech at plus 8 billion. No, I'm kidding. I think they're 48.5-point underdogs in that game. That's tough. That's really tough. No, I'm going to go with Texas State to go to UTSA and win this game.
I like that.
I think UTSA comes off a tough loss to Texas A&M that they felt like they were in it pretty much the whole time, even though they did get pulled away a little bit at the end. Texas State put up a ton of points in their week 1 game against who was it? It was Eastern Michigan. They did cover, so it is maybe a little bit of a letdown spot. 2 straight road games, it's tough, but I think that Texas State can pull this out. I see it at a plus 164. Gonna go with Texas State, the Bobcats. Heck yeah! That's all we got.
That's all we got. Follow the Twitter, not so it takes 2 underscores. Follow the YouTube, not so it takes 2 S's. Comment, subscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe.
Tail.
Sorry, everybody. We had a late night. We will prepare a little better.
Okay, love football.
Tail us with everything you own.
Everything that you own, sell the children, sell their
This is where
kidneys.
we make the money back.
You can buy the kids back at a better rate once your units go up. You'll be okay.
Just get the better interest rate.
You'll tithe later.
Screw the Powerball. Just throw everything you own into a mortal lock
On
parlay.
Ball State plus 43
Or
and a
throw
half.
everything on red.
No. What?
Yes.
No.
If it doesn't work
I
out
like
this
it.
week, we gotta figure something out.
Reevaluate, regroup, have an inner dialogue with ourselves, have a team meeting. We'll huddle up.
If it doesn't work out this week, we will reevaluate.
We'll have team meetings,
We will
player-led
come
meetings,
stronger.
player-led meetings in the locker room.
We will come back stronger.
Yep. All right. Everybody have a great football Saturday. Enjoy time with the family. Do the things you need to do in the morning so you can sit under the couch the rest of the afternoon and do nothing.
Winning.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.